place Friday?
I did. I wasn't there, but Sam was there. Rachel Beverly's coming back Friday.
Rachel Beverly.
Yeah, she's so magical as well. Oh, I love her so much.
Sam's magical.
Sam is magical too.
Yeah.
Remember when he came on and I just couldn't stop staring at him?
Yeah.
And giggling.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was good.
I've never been more uncomfortable.
That's not
Phil
true.
and I were-
That's not
yeah.
true.
Phil and I were like, should
We're
we
like,
leave?
I think-
Sam's like, please don't.
Oh, God.
Speaking of bands, I have a little apology for last week's show because this awesome band Appalachian still came on and we had a great show other than the audio quality, which was absolute trash.
Oh, no.
And so I feel terrible about that, and hopefully we can work something out down the road. But promise that, so I left it up. I didn't take it down despite the bad audio quality because I think that there's enough there that is interesting. That
There's some good quality stuff. Yeah.
it was just like a great conversation. They had such
Yeah.
cool stories. They were telling me about this this gig that they would do where I asked them what's the deepest into the woods you've gone for a show, because they're kind of like Americana bluegrass kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And they said, yeah, there's this one, it's like Strange Creek or something like that it's called. And they go and they get to the place and they park and they unload all their gear into the back of a pickup truck and they hop in the back of the pickup truck.
Whoa.
And it like takes them way out into the woods and people are just like camping under trees and stuff.
How cool is that?
Just like wherever they land.
Sounds
And
awesome.
That's awesome.
and they said that for that one, like every 5 minutes, like you got 5 minutes between when the one band ends and when you get on.
Oh.
So
No.
like they're just like rolling through bands. It sounds like I want to go.
You want to
Yeah.
go?
I want to go.
Where is that?
I believe I think it's in Massachusetts. It's in New England, like Massachusetts, New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Somewhere up there.
Someplace magical.
I found this truck camping canopy thing. It's really cool. You ever seen those?
Yeah.
Like, now that I have a truck, I'm like, I need to use it to its fullest. I need to camp in the
Just get a
bed.
cap.
Yeah, that's no way. No,
No.
never.
That's why I got it. That's why I got a cap for mine. It's
Yeah.
just
I like the tent idea better. It looks cool. I'm gonna do it.
You gonna do it?
It's like you can do it with like 4 poles that like
it's a
on
pain in the
each
ass
corner,
though. It's a
or
pain
you
in
can
the
do
ass.
one that you like.
It really
You
is.
like go from like
I've done it.
a
I've done
tree,
both
and then
ways.
you tie it, and yeah.
I've
so
done both ways.
This conversation keeps going.
Cap is where it's at.
cap is where I just can't. I don't like the look of caps.
Okay, how about this though? Like if you get the tent, then when you get there, you got to put the goddamn thing up.
Mm.
You got to like all the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have to have storage space for it. So I mean, you can do whatever. But say it's bad weather. Say it's raining
Mm-hmm.
and windy.
Yeah,
Wouldn't you rather have a hard cover?
Yeah.
that would probably be nice. But then I don't want to hard cover the rest of the year because they don't look.
So just
that
take it
great.
off.
He cares about what it looks like. He doesn't like how it looks.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
I understand what
Yeah.
this is. I understand
Yeah.
what this
This
is.
is Jesse.
It's not about function.
No.
No, not at all. You guys should know better.
I know. I get it.
Yeah, no.
No.
Anyways, so
Beautiful outside.
you want to talk about something
It's
sketchy?
the first day of mud season.
My dad should be arrested for this. Sorry, Dad.
Uh,
Okay, listen. So when I was younger, my dad had a cap on the back of his truck, and he let us ride in the back of that from New York to Florida. And we're lucky to be alive. Like I'll never forget that. Like sometimes I'll be like,
Memories.
did you want us to die? And he's like, well, you had good life
Sometimes.
insurance. Like, what do you want from me? So
Were you just
So
like
when-
sliding around?
I don't remember. I just remember
Grab
parts of
a-
that.
Put a ratchet strap across so you can hang on.
Dude, not
Wait,
good.
what? What? There's no way.
Bro, it's a true story. Ask him. He'll tell
Oh yeah, no, we did that stuff back then.
you.
What?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
rode from New York to Florida.
I know you grew up as a girl, so people actually like cared whether you lived or died. But for young boys in
No one cares.
in the 90s,
Oh.
we were very disposable.
I used to like have to get up on a tall roof, and my dad's like, and I was like, why do I have to do it? He's like, because I can make another one of you. Like
Exactly.
like,
This is what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
Oh my God. This
Yeah.
is crazy.
Instead
got-
of him doing it, he'd send me. He's like, yeah, you go ahead.
You're going to be a great dad, Jesse.
Yeah.
Nothing. I mean, no comment on my parents, but but I've got a picture from I was like 9 years old. on the roof with a hose cleaning out the gutters. Literally sitting on the roof with a hose cleaning out the gutters. I have that photo.
I mean,
And I couldn't wait to get up there. I was like, can I go on the roof? Can I go on the roof again tomorrow? I like it on the roof.
well, I mean, if you like it, why take
I
the
loved
toy
it on. I didn't want anything
away
more than to
from
be
you?
on the roof.
Well, because there's as a parent, there's certain things you're supposed to not allow.
Because you're supposed to say, well, that's literally you're on the roof. That's
you
not
could die.
where kids belong.
Do you think you're gonna do that as well? Like, do you think you're gonna let your kids go on the roof too?
Do you know how fast you would get arrested nowadays for this stuff?
You can't
Yeah, I
do
don't think that
anything
you
now.
could do that.
No, you can't do
I
that
don't
stuff.
think
'Cause
that.
if
Not
you're-
unless you're in the woods and there's no cameras.
If your kid
Mm.
fell off a roof back then because he was cleaning the gutters, like no one would have really. They'd been like, "Well, he's an idiot." Now DSS is not going to be happy that your kid was on the roof cleaning out gutters at 9. It's just like it's completely like different era. Yeah, yeah.
They care about the boys now.
Well, yeah, my dad's lucky. I was
He
going to
is
turn him
so
in dance.
lucky. Do you
Yeah.
ever like want to replay the whole getting or being proposed or actually proposing? Like,
Do I want to replay it?
yeah, do you want to like do it again? Like,
do you mean?
hey, like why don't you come over the bridge over here, going over the outlet, and just do it here too,
Do you know
babe?
we thought about doing it on every vacation to get like free drinks and stuff, you know, because everyone buys you drinks.
That's
when
a
they
good
see you
idea.
engaged.
Yes.
Why
just,
not?
like do it everywhere.
Do that happen in Disney?
You know, no, just for my family.
And then they
everything,
ID you and you
yeah.
get the same last name.
Yeah.
Well, you have some time though. Well, when do we? Where are we getting married? At the distillery, right?
Oh, geez, I was hoping in the backyard,
Golly.
Distillery.
distillery backyard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
When are we getting married?
I don't know.
Oh,
Take a breath.
I haven't even. Thought
They just
about
got
that.
home.
Yeah.
Did you? When did you get home?
Tuesday, Monday.
What? You've been away this long?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Wait, how long were you in Disney?
4 days,
4 days.
and then 2 days in Universal.
Oh.
And then- Yeah, drive back.
Oh.
Yeah.
Got to visit his grandma.
Oh.
See grandma?
How is grandma?
Good. She's got
She's
more
happy.
alcohol than I do. It's crazy. She's like 90 and she's got more alcohol than I do.
Oh. Does she have a distillery down there too?
She should
Oh.
get a drinking problem, I think. Grandma.
What?
Have you noticed
Oh.
that like people that drink and smoke live forever? Why is that? What is going on with this? Like, why are those the people? Like, and then you see that
That's why the media wants you to think those are bad for you
they
because
don't want you to live forever.
they want us all to die.
Like, my grandmother probably can like down, like she doesn't smoke, but she'll probably have like 2 or 3 drinks.
Can we start this conspiracy theory?
And like, there's something they don't want you. They don't want you to live forever.
Is that why you're not allowed to write anything about health benefits on the label for your liquor?
Hey, you guys want to hear a good story about that? I got lots of stories today. So
chatty today.
I was gonna name all my liquor holy water.
Can you do that?
No,
Oh.
No,
as I
can't.
found out. So I put like holy water, whatever, on all the alcohol, and the state contacts me. And they're like, "I don't think you can do this." I was like, "Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna do it." And they're like, "What about like the church?" And I was like, "They'll be all right. Like, why do they care? Like, I don't have to like if they're such good church people, they're probably not even going to see it." And the guy's like, "You're an idiot." So the federal government calls me and they're like, "Dude, you're not putting holy water on this label." And I was like, "Give me a good reason why." And the guy goes, "Because I said so." I'll never forget it. Like, that was it. Like, you're not doing it. And I was like, "Why?" He's like,
You should have sued him.
"You will get you will get sued from the Catholic Church."
You should have sued him.
Is
From
what
the
he said.
Catholic Church? Really?
They don't have a
Oh.
trademark on that.
And that's what. And I tried to.
You
fight
can't
it.
trademark English words.
I tried to fight it, and that's how the fight ended up becoming about health benefits. I fought it for so long, and they're like, "Well, holy water is health benefits, and it's against the law to use holy water as your label." That's how they tried to trump me, because they didn't want to deal with it for the fact of
Just tell them you're trying to kill vampires. It's
right.
Werewolves.
I tried to tell them it was what is it, satirical? You know, it was like it's just like it's fun. Like, well, like that's seriously what it was for. That's why I did Vampire Slayer.
Yes.
It's like for like
yeah.
you know, like demon hunting stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, look.
Yeah.
Continues to try to kill vampires.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So you're saying that still remains holy water. That's why it's Vampire Slayer.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what it's meant for. If you read in the small print on the label, it says
Nobody does that.
vanquish your inner demon. You know, so it's like that's what it's for. It's
I
like to
gotta
kill
look at
demons.
it.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
water.
Holy
Holy
water. No, that would have been wrong for a whole different reason. because it's not holy water. There's also alcohol in it.
Yeah.
Well, wow, that's an interesting story.
Yeah. So screw the government.
How does it come up on the caller ID? Does it say FBI?
What do you mean?
Like, how does the call come across the caller ID on your phone?
Like when the
feds call
they don't
you?
call
was
you.
Do they call you?
They send you a letter.
Well, they called me, so it's the trade and
The FTC.
Tobacco
Oh,
Bureau.
okay.
Oh, the ATF.
Or no, geez, what is it? So it's the TTB, whatever TTB stands for. I can't remember what it is. So
The Tobacco Taxation Board.
sure.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that
I just made that up.
So
Okay.
everybody that makes
TTB.
alcohol around
What's
here
the TTB? Can we take them down?
has to pay their taxes to them every
see.
year.
I see.
TTB.
Well,
Yeah, there you go.
they gotta get their-
Alcohol and Tobacco Tax and Trade Bureau. They've left out certain
Yeah,
letters
there you
from
go.
this acronym.
Yeah. So you have to go.
They can't even
if you
spell.
go down to like,
Contact us.
if you look at like how much you have to pay them, like in taxes and stuff, it's insane. It's
Oh,
crazy. Like
really?
you go down, like see,
Distilled.
everybody around here has to pay all these. So it's freaking
Pay
nuts.
what?
The tax.
The colas?
No, colas are like your labels.
Oh.
Well, I don't see the
Yeah. So if you
new permits.
you kind of like roll up.
More
No, oh sorry,
Down.
down that way.
Roll down. Yeah, I don't see taxes on there anywhere, which is
They
strange.
probably just took it off right now.
Taxation is theft.
Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, it's insane how much taxes you pay these
Where does
people.
all this money go?
I don't know what they do with them.
This is another federal agency that needs to be abolished.
Yeah, if you go back to Google and put taxes after TTB, you'll see for sure. Oh, hey, NFL. There you go. Taxes and filing.
Tax and fee rates.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's see. No. $3.50 per barrel for the first 60,000 barrels. And then $16 per barrel after that. Holy shit.
Wow.
For beer.
For beer.
Yeah, and then you keep
So if
going
you're
down
large,
the rest
so
of it.
so as soon as you make over 60,000 barrels, that's quite a bit of beer.
Yeah, I
think
don't
so.
know how many gallons are in a barrel, but it's a lot.
Okay.
Most people around here probably don't. make
Newbie, how
that
many
much.
gallons are in a barrel? I know a barrel is I think a barrel is 50 gallons.
Well, like a barrel you put whiskey in is usually 53, but I don't know like what their rate for a barrel is. So, like wine and liquor is a little easier because it's by liter and gallon.
Wine is still wine, not artificially carbonated. Do they have like naturally carbonated rates? Let's see. First 30,000 gallons of wine, $1 credit.
$1 credit.
7. Oh, so is it like
$1.07.
it's $1.07 per gallon?
And then since it's the first 30,000 gallons, they give them $1 credit.
Fuck them.
So it's only 7 cents really that
Oh.
they pay per gallon. So it's not. So
Oh,
wine and beer
okay.
don't have it bad. It's when you get down to liquor that you're like, oh, you get shafted.
Hard
What? Oh,
cider,
look down.
sparkling wine.
So
Ooh, it gets higher for these things. Hard
why is
cider.
it higher for the distilled spirit?
Just because it's more, I guess, more liquor
Stronger.
per bottle and stuff. But yeah.
Gas.
So it used to be $13.50 a gallon, and then the distilleries fought it, and they changed the first 100,000 to $2.70 a gallon. But that just shows you every 5 bottles I sell, $2.70 of it goes straight to them, like
Really?
already. Yeah. So
Wow.
Cigarettes.
yeah, that really shows you a lot. about-
Small cigars, $50 per 1,000 units.
Yeah, a lot of things people don't know about. Yeah. So you have to pay them, and then
Why do they have firearms and ammunition on here? They're also in charge of firearms and ammunition taxes. Pistols and revolvers, pistols and revolvers, 10%. Other firearms and ammunition, 11%.
I think that's like if you sell it between state lines and not in state.
You don't think that the federal government gets their take no matter what? Ooh, what happened to the camera?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh shoot!
No, we're good. We're good.
Oh.
No, give me a second. I'll make the video
Tuning
reappear.
in late. Am I
I
the
will
only
make-
one who isn't seeing the video?
Oh,
Why did
newbie!
it
It's
turn off?
32 gallons in a barrel. Okay.
I don't know. Did the camera just turn off?
We had this happen before.
Did we?
Well, I don't think you were here that day.
it. There's supposed to be an update.
Oh.
the one time Phil and I had a whole conversation. It was amazing. Like we were like just nailing it. And somebody, I don't know, I think it was Sean or maybe Newbie. One of them were like, I can't hear you guys if you're talking. And we're like, oh, great. What,
Michael Healy
I think we went like an hour.
without. Oh,
We're back.
Hey.
And there we are.
Michael
Yeah.
Healy,
There you
55
go.
gallons.
Wow, that was weird.
You guys actually had a whole conversation being in the black for like an hour.
No, being with no sound on.
No sound. We had no sound.
And it was like literally 20 minutes. Of
And
no
then finally
sound.
we found out we had no sound.
Yeah.
I've got to figure out a remote sound for next week. Otherwise, we'll just be going off of camera audio, which isn't terrible. We've done that before, but
So while we're still on the topic, so go to state tax now. State tax is $1.70 a liter for liquor.
So you're taxed by the country and then taxed by the state.
Yes.
How about the county?
No.
Okay.
So
just
by the
keep
time
rolling
it's
with
all
that.
said and done,
Yes.
if you sell 5 bottles of alcohol,
Okay.
you really
Sean,
thanks, Sean.
after seeing Jesse's
Um,
haircut, turn the video back off.
I like your hair actually.
Thanks,
it looks really
man.
good. I told you you look
Appreciate
good.
it. Yeah.
Not hitting on you.
Yeah. So it's $10 every 5 bottles that just straight goes to taxes,
Wow.
and then there's sales tax and everything else.
Wow.
So yeah, it's crazy.
That's so
They get theirs.
ridiculous.
Yeah, so that's before sales tax.
Yeah.
And all the other taxes, that property tax, you pay tax when you buy the ingredients.
Actually, you don't.
You don't pay tax
Yeah,
when you
it's tax exempt. Any ingredients used in the alcohol.
really.
That's awesome. That's a win.
Yeah, that one's
That's a small win. I
That's
don't know if
the-
we should be getting that excited about
I'm
that's
it.
the one
excited.
win is you're tax exempt in any ingredients
But you
used in making alcohol.
Okay,
Fine.
just for the ingredients for the. What about the bottles?
No, you have
Tax.
to pay tax. Yeah.
Tax. What about building the building?
Oh,
Tax.
Yeah.
What about property tax?
Yeah.
Tax.
Yeah. All of it.
Fuck you.
So
Sorry for my language, people, but I hate that.
My
Tax.
accountant
It's just stifling.
said for every dollar I make,
Yes.
between every tax I pay for my business, 32 cents of every dollar's gone already.
That's all.
So I make 68 cents per dollar.
Oh, I thought you were
Yeah.
doing worse than that.
Yeah. And then
Well, but that's not counting. Does that count property tax?
yeah, that's all taxes.
that count- really?
So that's
Okay.
it's 68 cents per dollar gone. So
That's sick.
yeah, it's a lot. And then that doesn't include, and that's just tax. That's not paying your electric and paying your
Employees.
employees and paying everything else by the time you're done. Yeah, by the time you're done, that's why
Payroll tax. What about payroll tax?
Oh,
Payroll
Oh.
tax, dude.
Yeah.
oh, that hurts.
I just want to remind you of the other taxes
And
that
work-
we're not including in that.
Well, so I think payroll tax was added, but workman's comp wasn't added. And that's like a slant. My dad's workman's comp is a contractor.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Stupid. Mm.
Thanks, Sean. Appreciate it, buddy.
Do you have any plans for the distillery for the spring and summer?
Do you guys think we're going to have a good summer?
Yeah.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
I thought
I
with
think-
how high everything was going that it might turn some people away.
I think a lot
No.
of us are just going to, for me, I'm just going to stick around here. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to really want to travel.
The people that are visiting here,
Mhm.
I don't think are in that like where they're going to get ruled out from visiting here based on what we're experiencing economically right now.
Gotcha.
I'm hoping that some of this will turn around. I don't hold out a lot of hope for it, but
I mean, come on. It was like $3.75 for gas in Penny Inn. What was it like Wednesday, Thursday, and then it's like what $4.19 right now. It's like
Yeah.
how is that even like possible?
yeah, if anybody needs to hire somebody for part-time work, I've got a lot of skills.
Got a lot of skills.
And,
He's got mad skills.
I can learn how to do just about anything. That's
Man,
my most
skills.
important skill.
Ladies.
Ladies,
Hey, you did a good job with the sewing machine last night.
I taught my goddaughter how to sew last night
Whoa.
on a
Shoot.
sewing machine.
She was
You
showing me
know-
this
you
morning
know how to
too.
do
Did she
that?
do it this morning?
She did do it
Let's
this morning. She was
go.
actually being very detailed and careful about how she was explaining everything to me. And
Yeah.
I was like, whoa. I'm like, you must have had a really good teacher. And she's like, I did. I did.
Did
Very nice.
how did you learn? Did you learn it from like when they taught you in school, or did someone teach you?
I did ask her
I
that.
did learn in school.
Yeah.
Was it
Yeah,
school? Okay.
yeah.
I didn't know if it was like your parents or someone else who taught
No,
you. It was
I-
school.
I retained none of
I
that,
learned
and
in
I wish I
school.
knew. So,
And I taught her just the way I learned, which Like, so at first we did it by hand instead of using the pedal.
Mm-hmm.
And then she wanted to try it on the fabric that was in there first. So I was like, okay, let's just do that so you can feel that. And then we grabbed a piece of paper and drew some lines on it and had her sew the paper.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
And that way you can like see, first off, you're not wasting fabric. You're using literally a piece of paper. And then you can kind of see how accurate you are and all those things.
She loved it.
Yeah.
That's cool that she really liked it.
Oh, she loved it.
That's sweet.
She was so excited about it.
That's such a forgotten skill.
Yeah.
Like I'll go to Mary.
Because clothes are disposable now.
I'll have like a rip in my favorite pair of jeans and be like, hey, can you sew that? And she's like, what? Like, who do you think I am? She's like, you want me to churn the butter too? And I'm like, okay, sorry. I'll go over to my grandmother and have her do it.
Forget it. I'll
you could learn how to sew.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to because Mary refuses to learn. So somebody's gonna have to learn how to sew in the house. So
Phil will just do it.
what am I gonna?
Did she give you the heart that she made?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nice.
She showed me the little bag that she made too. So she was stoked about it. Like her godmother gave her that sewing machine for Christmas. So I was just like, oh geez, Amanda, what am I gonna do with this? Said something to Phil. Phil's like, I know how to do it. I'm like, oh thank God.
That's crazy that you retained that from school.
This is what I do. I learn how to do things and then I remember forever.
That's great.
That's crazy. Next time I have a hole in something, I'm sending it straight to Phil. Have you ever made one of your kilts or anything? Have you ever done any of that?
Not a kilt.
No,
it's hard. I don't have the proper equipment to make a kilt.
Gotcha.
And I actually, my sewing machine broke, so I need to get a new one. But because that was disposable. Got the cheap one, not the nice one. But no, kilts, the fabric's so thick and it's layered up so much that you need some heavy duty sewing machines for that.
Gotcha.
Okay,
yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm always so scared. Like whenever you see people do it, like just like their fingers get so close, I'm like, oh no, because that needle's coming in hot, dude.
Oh yeah,
that thing.
That's what I taught her. I was like, okay, the one that she has like a little finger guard.
Oh, nice.
Which it's nice because you're not going to sew your hand, but the thing that sucks about it is it makes it harder to like access the needle to thread it and all that stuff that you need to be able to do.
Right.
So that's tricky. But
we do want Portia to keep her fingers.
I also taught her to, hold the fabric on the sides instead of having her, like with any tool.
Yeah.
Right. You have to stay out of the line of fire. You got to get off to the side.
But if you see
keep your hands to the side,
it's like they don't even think. Like they get so close that like.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah. I think it's a great skill.
Just practice.
Great.
It's a great skill.
Oh my God.
And it's especially for kids. It's just like a fun thing to do. She can make clothes and stuff. She can take clothes that she has and like do different stuff with it.
Of course. It was fun just watching her just do it. And she was just so concentrated and she was just so happy with herself at the end. You know what I mean?
Did she do it by hand?
She was doing it by hand too. Yeah, no, it was pretty wild. She's like,
I'm trying to get her like confident enough to use the pedal again because she was using it and then she was like, oh, that went too fast.
That was a little.
She was like crushing it, and then she like didn't take her foot off. She's like, oh crap, how do I get to stop? Why is it not stop? I'm like, hey, move your foot.
Can you slow down the speed on the pedal a little bit? Is that
maybe with other
ones?
ones?
You can. Well, so there's speed adjustment for this one. This one has a high and low, so it goes fast or slow. But slow is still kind of fast. But when you do it with your foot, you can just you can control it. You can use both hands to control this, but then with your foot, you can just like push it in for a second, let it out.
Oh, okay. So you can kind of control the speed.
You can, yeah. I mean, it doesn't change the speed of the machine.
Yeah.
But you can pause frequently.
Gotcha. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. If you ever watched my dad use a table saw, it would, I promise you, it'd give you guys a heart attack.
I don't want to.
It's like
used a table saw?
Zero safety in it. Like my dad, because he's used it his whole life. Right. And like for him,
does he use the pusher? Nope.
He'll like grab a board and I'll be like, hey, you want me to hold the other end? He's like, get the hell out of the way. And like just run it through and like do it. I'm just like, okay, I'm not gonna go near that. Because I mean, and I've seen it before where when he's in a hurry like that, where it'll kick. That board will freaking fly.
Oh yeah.
You wouldn't want to be on the other end of it.
It's scary.
Have you ever seen the movie For the Love of the Game?
No.
Kevin Costner.
I love him.
There you go.
Yes.
So, and it's kind of like there's a love story behind it, so you would like, but it's also a baseball movie.
Yes.
So he's a pitcher, and it's like this whole like part of the storyline is him like doing work in a shop, and he's throwing a perfect game or something. And anyway, so he's in the shop and he's using a table saw and like cuts into his hand.
No.
And his, whatever girlfriend, whatever she is there. And she's like, takes him to the hospital and she's like, he's a pitcher.
They're like, yeah, we don't care.
That's his throwing. Yeah. Oh, they cared.
Oh, they cared.
He's a multi-million-dollar. He's a major league baseball pitcher.
He was in the MLB.
No, he was like,
okay.
The whole thing is about him like having a perfect game and like that. I don't know. Anyway.
Whoa.
He's like an old man, and it's not a bad movie.
I'm gonna watch the movie. There's probably not gonna be a baseball season, or it's just delayed now.
Oh, did you see that? They canceled opening day.
Really?
Yeah.
For what reason?
Owners?
I haven't dug deep into it, but there's something going on with the negotiations between the owners and the players.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
They want to get paid.
Yeah. Hey, I've been to the Rusty Pig. It's pretty good.
Love that place. That's a good.
I haven't been there yet.
I haven't been there yet.
It just sucks because it's like small, so it's really like you're going there. You're like, I'm gonna get in.
You're not
getting in. Like you gotta wait. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean that's part of the experience though. But that area is just cool. You can put in your reservation and then you can walk around and have a good time.
Hey, two things.
Yes.
First off, chicken and waffles also on that street, banging.
From
banging. It's
from the Frybird?
Frybird.
Okay.
Yeah.
Frybird.
Like,
banging.
Yeah.
Second off, somebody got shot on Linden Street last night.
What?
Yeah, it was in the news.
No.
Yeah, in the news this morning.
That's terrifying.
Let me pull it up.
That's like the nicest place in Geneva.
Well, the nicest place in
was the nicest place.
City that has crime rate higher than 90% of the state.
Sean was there last night, he said.
Sean, were you shot?
Sean, did you shoot?
Sean, did you see the victim or the perpetrator?
No way. He would have already told us about it. He'd have been like, I applied tourniquet.
I take the fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth. Let's see if
his training would jump in.
Yeah, here you go. Geneva police investigate shooting on Linden Street.
Oh my God.
Dude.
What time?
Geneva police are investigating a shooting that occurred early Sunday morning on Linden Street. The press release issued by Police Chief Carl Pasalacqua said a male victim was taken by private vehicle to Geneva General Hospital with a gunshot wound to the upper body. The victim was then taken to Strong Memorial Hospital in Rochester.
The Hogwallow Tavern, that's the Rusty Pig's bar.
What?
That's bar on the corner. That's the Rusty Pig's bar, the Hogwallow Tavern.
Police said there was a disturbance at the Hogwallow Tavern on the corner of Castle and Linden Streets prior to the shooting, but the press release did not say definitively that what happened there led to the shooting. However, police said it was not a random act and there was no cause for public alarm.
Holy shit.
Happened about 2 a.m.
Oh, 2 a.m., dude.
2 a.m.
I'm sleeping. Who's up at 2 a.m.?
Is that what used to be the Kayshawn Creek?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
yes.
That's Hogwallow Tavern.
Yeah, the corner.
So do they own the whole street now?
Who?
They own
Flybird?
No. So the Rusty Pig owns that and just the Hogwallow Tavern.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sean was gone by the time anything
They're
fun
lucky.
happened.
They're lucky.
Oh, Sean would have.
He would have freaking went
taught
military on him.
Would have taught them.
But yeah. Anyway, he would have taught them.
I don't know.
Did you go to the Hogwallow Tavern?
That's crazy. I've been in there with Mary, and it is kind of like a weird atmosphere.
Why is that?
It's like it's a bar. And it's not like a higher echelon bar or anything. It's just a bar.
Really?
Yeah.
So the whole vibe changed
from Rusty Pig. Oh, no. From when it was Kashong.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Kashong. I liked it when it was Kashong.
Kashong was like you're kind of like hip, like I don't know what you want to call it. Hip, like.
Want to say hipster?
Hipster. There you
go.
Like hipster bar.
It was cool. Fun. It was comfortable.
Yeah. And the Hogwallow Tavern, since we went to the Rusty Pig, which is like a really cool vibe, I was like, oh, they have a bar in the corner. I bet you it's like cool too. And it's just a bar. It just Like people when they're doing shots going crazy, and I was like, oh shit, like this is not.
It's
like
not.
What I
It's
thought
not
it
a
was.
large space.
It's very small.
Actually, it's big.
Is it?
They
seems...
bought the building
What?
next to it, and it's open now. Huge.
Was that the Finger Lakes Sausage and Beer
Yes.
place? They bought Finger Lakes sausage and beer,
And opened it up, I believe. Yeah.
and so there's not sausage and beer
Google-
anymore.
Google the Hog Wallow Tavern. You can see pictures of it on Google. I'm
Oh
sure.
yeah. Okay.
Hog.
I'm trying to picture this.
Hog.
Hog Wallow Tavern. Boom, boom.
You should propose to Mary there
Boom,
too.
There you go. Click. Look at its Facebook.
Which
That'll
one?
Do it.
This one? You think that's it?
Yeah.
Which
Pick-
one?
Pick one.
Big one.
There we go.
Is that it?
Yes.
John LaManna. I know that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, he's playing 3 days ago.
If you go,
Get in your DeLorean and head on over. Let's
Yum.
see. Photographs.
Pictures. We want to get pictures on the inside. Go down.
there you go.
There.
You can see. It's a lot bigger. So that bar goes.
Okay. I've been to this. This
Yeah.
is what used to be the sausage and beer place.
And
then back through there, is that blown out into the
no, Kashong's back more this way.
Kashong?
Like looking this direction. Or
Wow.
maybe it's to the right. I
Nobody
can't
else can see what we're looking at,
Yeah,
by the way.
so-
So,
Okay. I guess we'll have to
the
check it
Hog
out.
Wallow Tavern.
But that's Kashong Creek. You're looking out the window right there.
Gotcha.
Tier.
Oh, they did change that quite a bit.
Yeah. But it's huge now.
They just made it into a bar.
Yeah. It's just a bar. You know, I mean, the drinks were pretty cool.
It's a
but,
tavern.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but somebody got shot in that place. That's wild. Like, that's the place you would think you'd be safe. Like Linden Street. Anytime I'm on Linden Street, I never carry. Like, I always keep my gun in the car. Like, I'm always
Well,
like, "Oh, that's
maybe
pretty good." So,
maybe it's time to consider. What am I looking at?
I don't
So-
know what you're doing.
if you're carrying and somebody shoots somebody, do you act, or do you have to, in New York State you have to retreat? You're not supposed to act.
That's not true.
No, it's not. Okay.
It is and it isn't.
Okay.
Oh, it's one of those answers.
There's the question of like, should you and do you, which is different from the question of can you legally. This is not legal advice. I'm not offering legal advice.
Disclaimer.
Phil's gonna get
Disclaimer.
subpoenaed.
My understanding of New York state law is that you can use lethal force in defense of yourself or others.
Okay.
Okay.
You have to be able to prove it to a jury that it was defense, the other, so it's like from like, if it looks like they're about to suffer death or grave bodily harm, the other one that's like most people don't know about is that you can use lethal force to prevent an arson.
Whoa.
So if you see arson is the most effectively deadly means of mass murder, of multiple murder. Like, I believe that when arson is used as to kill multiple people, it averages like 7 people per incident.
Wow.
Dang.
Which is far more deadly than any other type of mass killing. Even shootings when they're actively trying to kill as many people as they can, I believe average like 3.5.
It's a crazy stat there.
Dang.
So fire. Yeah. So anyway, it's legal to use lethal force against somebody who's setting a fire.
I didn't know that.
Interesting.
And
I've always
listen, we're not talking about like bonfires. All right.
Yeah, don't pull up on somebody.
They're
that's
lighting up their
starting a bonfire.
barbecue. They're like spraying on the charcoal grill.
It feels like not today.
Not today, mother trucker, mother father.
Oh my god.
The brisket is worth the chance of random shootings.
Oh,
All right,
man.
if that's not an endorsement, I don't know what is.
Sean, will you leave that as a review? For them?
Please get on what on Yelp? Can we leave that on Yelp?
Google Yelp. That's
The food is really good there.
I feel like we shouldn't laugh. I feel bad somebody got shot, but it's just crazy. It's nuts.
I hope
Didn't-
the person's okay.
It didn't say that they were killed, did it?
They went to Strong, dude.
Yeah,
They're strong.
Yeah.
they're in
Okay.
trouble.
Yeah. Well, of course, yeah. Upper torso is not a good place to get shot.
No, nowhere.
Nowhere, dude.
Not that there's a good
I
place
tried
to get
like
shot.
pretend like if I was
Try
gonna
not to get
shoot
shot in any
myself,
part of my body.
it's
Avoid
like
that.
you have to shoot yourself for some reason to like say like, oh yeah, I did. like people shoot themselves after they do something, right? Like what is it? Like in the
You shouldn't do that.
in the movies. They'll like shoot somebody and then they'll shoot their foot and be like, "Yeah, I was. They shot me too in the toe." But,
Yeah, well,
What
what's
movie are
this
you talking
gunshot
about?
residue
Yeah.
pointed in a downward
It's
pattern on your pants?
it's like, whoa.
You just have an extra gunshot wound for no reason.
And I thought like for a while, I was like, the toe would be good. And then like Mary told me how much I needed my big toe and pinky toe. And then I started Googling it and I was like, oh shoot, we might as well just take the leg.
We don't need those anymore. We have shoes. And I use these things for people with foot problems sometimes. It's literally a spring steel shoe insert that goes under your insole.
Okay.
And it gives you a lot of leverage. Like you could just use a couple of those and you wouldn't even need probably any toes.
So
What?
Phil, you're saying,
Okay.
Marion, you can
No.
interject here. That's fine.
I think we
Yeah.
should not shoot anybody's toes.
No, but what if? But like Phil says, he's good without toes. He could try, and
I
we'll
know.
give him.
I'll take a pass.
I need
I'll
Phil
take
to
a
have
pass.
his toes.
I don't. Thank you.
You're welcome.
What?
Thank you.
Do you want Phil to have his toes?
I do. He's a big part of my life. I can't have him go anywhere.
What about one toe?
No.
Anyone
it.
who's watching this podcast is like, "What a shit show!" This
What is
place
happening right now? Why are they
What
talking
is
about
going-
shooting themselves in the toe?
No one's shooting
Okay.
anybody.
What about like a glancing wound off, like just
your nipple?
just shoot off your nipple? Well, actually, I only have one nipple. I lost it in a firearms accident.
I've told you guys, I have any nipples, so I'd
yeah.
lose my.
It'd be
I'd
really
lose
hard.
You have what nipples?
Any
Any?
nipples.
Inverted.
Yeah.
Oh. Have
So
we
you
seen them?
wouldn't be able
No.
to shoot yours off.
We haven't waxed or
there's-
chest
They're
yet.
protected.
There's a picture of Twitter of my nipples.
I think I showed you that picture. Like Jesse, this is who you are.
Everyone's googling Jesse J Twitter right now. to
Jesse
see
Jane
my
Twitter nipples.
There goes my run it president.
I
Everyone's
think we
gonna be
just broke the record for
Yeah.
saying the word nipples on a
like,
podcast.
my president will not have any nipples. I swear. Like-
Oh, what about Andrew Cuomo's nipples?
yeah, that's true. I bet if I got him pierced, they wouldn't
I
be
bet
any.
he could shoot one of those things off.
Oh,
Gross.
Jesus.
I think if he got in an MRI machine, they would just rip off. Maybe
Oh,
could you
God.
get nipple implants?
Yeah,
Mary?
maybe
Mary.
We'll have to ask her. So one last thing about guns, and we can change subject. So I was watching the old. Oh geez, why can't I think of the show? Mustache. When I always do my mustache and wear my floral shirt. What the hell's the name of that?
Magnum
Magnum.
PI.
Magnum PI. So there's this episode where like he's at this church and there's this nun, and now they made it into a meme, but there's this nun working on the church and he goes, "Nuns don't work on Sundays," and he just like shoots her.
Bam!
Dude, it's so fun. I
Nuns
was
don't
like-
work on Sundays.
You know what? That's something good
hilarious.
to remember.
Did
though.
Magnum say that?
Yeah. There's like a meme of it.
What?
Yeah, I'll have to show you.
This is too much. Oh my god, it's too much. Oh, we were pulling it up? Okay, that's fantastic. Oh my god. Good morning, sir. Oh my god.
Oh.
Such a good Song. I just want that.
Wait, back it up. Back it up. I missed it.
Oh,
I was
no.
looking away.
Oh no, why would you look away?
Don't start it over.
Oh,
Oh
I got it.
God, this is so good. Was that a man or a woman? That's crazy. Now his delivery on that, in all fairness, was like he was like, "Wait a minute, nuns don't work on Sunday."
You know that's been edited, right?
Yeah. He shoots her later on, but it's just funny the video because I watched the episode and then like I saw the memes and then like how they cut it together. It's just so funny. So
The thing about these shows that's so unbelievable to me is like, first off, the guy is a Navy SEAL,
uh-huh.
so he can obviously handle himself.
Oh geez, now everyone's calling me that.
And
Getting copyrighted.
So the question, oh yeah, we're gonna get deplatformed. So the question that I have about that is like throughout the course of the series, how many people does he shoot and kill?
A lot.
And like, he's fine. Keep going.
Yeah, but nuns don't
Like
work on
after the
Sundays.
first like 19 people
Tom
that you
Selleck.
shoot, even if they're criminals, like there should be some questions. You know, like maybe you could change your tactics up a little bit.
You think
Like-
there should be some self-reflection?
Well, listen, Phil's saying
Meditate.
anyone that you see
Oh.
lighting a match should be shot, and then you have Magnum PI shooting nuns that are doing outside work on
Don't
Sunday.
work on Sundays.
So,
Yeah, it's like
It
in
wasn't a real nun.
Sean's point. Yeah, Men in Black. You remember when he goes in and they've got the shooting gallery,
Yeah.
and everybody just starts lighting up all these aliens, and Will Smith's like doing this thing, he's just like looking around, and then he shoots the little girl
yeah.
right in the head, and the guy's like, "Why did you shoot that little girl?" He's like, "That guy's just hanging out. That guy's just reading a book. That guy's riding his bike. That little girl is not scared. She's surrounded by aliens. There's something wrong with that little girl."
That little girl is not a little girl.
I watched an interview with him. He said that's the one movie he wished he never did.
No shit.
Men in Black?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he had such a better movie offer, and he picked Men in Black over it. And it's just funny because I've always thought Men in Black's like, is it a cult classic? Like, is it that big?
Independence Day was more for me.
I think they're both really good. Yeah.
Yeah,
What was the other movie?
I
that you
can't
turned
remember
down?
now. I'll have to look it up. But
Wish we knew.
he was it was a pretty interesting interview. So yeah.
What did Will Smith?
I love Denzel Washington too.
He's the man.
Morgan Freeman.
Was it The Matrix?
Was it The Matrix?
Is that what they're saying?
Oh, I hope not.
What is going on with Jennifer Lopez in this picture?
She's gorgeous.
She's
And
got
why-
some yellow lipstick?
Why does she have
man.
yellow lips?
So who cares?
I'm not sure if I like it or hate it.
I love it. She just
She looks like she just ate all the Cheetos just without using her hands.
dude. Cheetos would
Too
be
yellow.
orange.
Too
Yeah.
yellow for that.
Which roles did Will Smith turn down IMDb? Remember Wild Wild West?
Oh,
Yeah.
I
I didn't really
guess
like that one.
he turned down. It was Matrix.
Was it The Matrix?
Yeah.
Was he supposed to be?
He said for Wild. That says for Wild Wild West, but in what I was watching, it was Men in Black.
Was he supposed to be Samuel Jackson,
Oh.
or was he supposed to be some other random?
Was he for The Matrix?
Or was he supposed to be?
Neo?
Yeah,
Keanu
whatever his name
Reeves?
is, Keanu Reeves.
I think so. Maybe that's what it was supposed to be.
Okay,
oh
first
yeah, I
off-
did turn down Neo in the Matrix. It says.
He turned out Neo.
Yeah,
Keanu Reeves was awesome though.
Well, that's interesting.
yeah. It was right after Men in Black. It says. So in the interview, he said
He would have nailed that.
Think so?
I think so.
I
don't
love
know.
I loved the Wild West movie. That
Did
was such a
you?
good movie. I used to
Jim
watch it
West,
all the time.
Desperado.
He's
Rough
so cool.
Rider.
I like the song.
No, you don't.
when
None of
Wild
this.
Wild West.
this hey, any children watching, stop. So when he goes up to that lady and he drums on her boobs and he thinks it's his partner because she's dressed up and he's just like playing a tippy tap and he's like, I have never
Hang him.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta
It's
watch
so-
this.
That movie's
Is
so
that with Selma
dumb.
Hayek? She's gorgeous
No,
too.
yeah, then we would have all been happy. No, it's like
Oh, Selma Hayek.
a big, heavy breasted woman, and he's like drumming on her boobs, thinking it's his buddy because his buddy dressed up and like a woman and looks a lot like
They
her.
look exactly alike.
Yeah, so he like goes up to a random woman and starts like just doing that.
He's like, they look real good, by the way.
yeah,
Inappropriate.
Starts slapping
And he's
him.
like, in my African land,
yeah, he tries to talk his way out.
we communicate with drums from village to village.
That's what he said in the movie?
And
Yes.
as you
Oh
could
my
see,
God.
we could communicate very far away.
I gotta watch
With
this
these.
now.
and they're trying to hang him for it. Like it was bad. It's funny that you remember. That's like word for word. dude. Like,
Did you watch it last night?
yeah. Oh god.
This morning.
Just like sewing, I think in high school, maybe.
yeah.
It's so
That
funny.
movie's so awesome.
Yeah, I'm glad that he wasn't in the Matrix too, Sean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves was made for that role. I couldn't
Exactly.
imagine Will
Mm-mm.
Smith in it.
I wish that Will Smith was the bad guy in Matrix. Just like a whole
Oh.
bunch of Will Smiths trying to kill
Trying to kill
Keanu Reeves.
That'd be kind of cool.
So somebody told me they hate Will Smith because every movie he's the same person. And I tried to fight it really
He's
hard.
the Fresh Prince.
I tried to fight it as hard as I could, and I'm like, he is the same person in every movie. He's like the same dude.
He just plays himself.
No,
Yes,
He just plays himself.
He never changes his accent. He never changes.
Wait, no, there's got to be something. I just don't know.
No, he
his-
doesn't.
Dude, he's
No.
Will Smith. Like that's who he is. In
He's Will
every movie.
Smith.
And you know, there's nothing wrong with. He's entertaining, but he's not. Like compare him to Johnny Depp. Like Johnny Depp can go from
Anywhere.
Captain Jack Sparrow
Yeah.
to Secret Window. Like just
think-
weird stuff.
Yeah,
so-
he's really good.
Yeah.
I think the hardest that Will Smith probably had to act, and I'm speaking on Will Smith's behalf, is what's the movie where he's drunk? The
Was
movie
he a
where he's like
coach?
he's a drunk superhero.
Oh yeah,
Drunk
Hitchcock or
Hitchcock.
is
I
that?
think it's Hitchcock.
It's Hitchcock.
Yeah, Hitchcock, because he has to like
Yeah,
at least do this thing.
yeah. He had to do a lot. No, there was one of the ones, Pursuit of Happiness. A lot of people forget that movie was like interesting. He's like a single dad. I don't know if you remember, and his son gets stabbed in school. It's an interesting. I don't know. You guys should watch. Kind of a sad movie, but that one's a little different.
I liked the.
Oh, it's Hancock. Thanks, Nick.
Hancock.
He was
Hitchcock.
in a movie called Hitch as well.
Hitch.
Oh, Hitch
Yeah,
was good.
that's why we thought that. Yeah,
It's a mashup.
There you go, Nick. Nick's
Hitch
on
is
top of
great.
it.
Drunk superhero helps people get married.
Yeah, that's a good mix-up. I like it.
He's good.
I liked him in The Legend of Bagger Vance.
I don't know what that is.
It's
Never
a golf movie.
Really?
He was in a golf movie?
He was in a golf movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Legend.
No, I lied. That was
Legend, yeah.
No, I don't think he's in that. I think that's
I am Legend.
that's the guy that
I Am
always plays
Legend.
God. Who's the guy that plays
Morgan
God?
Freeman.
Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
No, it's not Will Smith. It's
Okay.
Morgan Freeman.
Yeah,
I'm not sure who it is.
I Am Legend is
Maybe
that
he's in it.
movie.
Now
I
gotta
cried
look.
like a baby, and I don't ever cry for movies. But when he
I think-
choked out his German Shepherd,
Oh no, he is in it. It's not. There
that
you
was a
go.
horrible movie.
Yeah, I don't like it when he kills the dog.
Nobody likes
Since
that.
since I have a German Shepherd, it's just a little.
There he
rough.
is. It is
Right.
Will
Yeah.
Smith.
Oh, sure.
Oh, Charlize
And Matt
Theron
Damon.
is in it. Wow.
Charlize Theron.
That looks like fun.
So Mary and I were so bored in our car ride from Orlando
Right.
back home. I would pick two actors and make them fight. And I was like, fight to the death, who wins? And she kept picking the prettiest guys that would win in fights. It was so hilarious. I was like Brad Pitt kicked everyone's ass. I was like, yeah, like Brad Pitt or like Jason Statham. She's like, Brad Pitt. I'm like, what is wrong with you? She's like, he's too gorgeous to hit. You gonna hit Brad Pitt? And I was like, I'm done playing this game with you. Like,
Have you seen Brad Pitt lately? Like, he's older now. Like,
Yeah.
there's other people that
I don't
are
know.
like John Cena.
John Cena?
John Cena's cute.
Ba-ba-na-ba.
His biceps are bigger than you. His
I
one bicep is bigger in your head.
just love biceps. Yeah.
Curls for the girls.
Curls for the
That's what
girls.
I'm talking about. You gotta do the curls for the girls, guys.
I remember when I was
Man.
in high school on the football team, you'd always know like who was like the real athletes and who was there for the girls. Because like we'd all be like doing Olympic lifts, like doing squats and crazy stuff. And you look over and there's always the same dudes. They're just hammer curls, they're just nailing. And we just always go, oh, curls for the girls. Here we
Curls
go.
for the girls.
They have
So
these
funny.
like calves that are this big, but these just giant biceps, and you're like, stop it! Like just do a squat; it'll be good for you.
We
Leg
had-
press won't hurt you.
We had high level hockey players that would only do curls and bench press.
just monster
That's
upper.
all
body.
they would do.
I don't think that's
Just
good.
Chicken legs,
You,
just like giant thighs, but then
Just
like
these
calves like
hot
that.
dogs.
Because when you skate, you're locked in that boot.
Mhm.
So like that like hockey body, you get little tiny calf and giant fucking thighs.
wow.
Oh man,
Sacrifices.
yeah, it's pretty funny. So you just do it next time you're at a beach and you see some just solid ripped dude. Look at his legs. Like, do yourself a favor and look at his calves, because a lot of dudes like have these like calves that you're like, dude, they're toothpicks.
I'm gonna try to
Like,
take a picture with that person.
But hey, at least they're not chunky like me, so I can't pick on.
oh,
them. But,
stop it.
That's
I have some pretty slamming calves.
yeah,
do.
Yeah.
Why are you wearing shorts?
it's warm.
It's a beautiful day
It
out.
is a beautiful day outside.
I'm gonna do some hiking.
Yeah, huh?
Jesse already did some hiking.
You did?
Yeah, it's
It's,
muddier now.
it's officially
Oh.
mud season.
Yeah.
Oh, yay.
So the best way, so during mud season, couple things to remember. When you go hiking, erosion, right?
Mm.
So like, don't make the trail 19 feet wide just because it's muddy in a spot. Get some mud on your boots. It's okay. Better yet, do some creek hikes.
Okay.
Just do some creek hikes. Get some waterproof boots. Do some creek hikes where you can, not have to walk in the mud at all.
Okay.
And there's no ticks right now. They don't really start
Eh.
coming out
I would always check. for
Ticks are year-round.
Yeah.
yet. Yeah, but they're not as bad right now.
I would still look for them though.
That's like I've always hated about this summer is really, and fall is like ticks are freaking horrible.
They're everywhere.
But spring's good usually. I never pick them off my dog in the spring, at least.
You just let them get a good meal.
They're just like they're not
It's
on the
springtime. Have at it, bud.
dog. They're not on the dog. Have you noticed?
If I saw you
when
in the summer, I would pick you
when
off.
you take your dog in the spring compared to the fall, the ticks are way worse. You got to know.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, it's
For
insane.
sure. Yeah.
He's gonna find a tick today.
Yeah,
Oh,
Phil's
yeah.
gonna send me a picture. He's gonna be like,
"Look what I found."
yeah, no ticks. Not that there's none. There's not as much. So.
Yeah, that's a good point. Especially when I don't know, everything's dead, so at least it's not you know, the leaves gonna catch and knock limbs off. But hiking through the woods when the ground is soaked in 65-mile-an-hour wind gusts is not a good idea.
You know, Sean,
Those trees will rip right out
Sean,
of the ground.
I like to live on the wild side. A little
Live
bit.
dangerously.
We know that.
Yeah.
Drive fast, take chances.
What's next?
Just drive fast, take
Oh,
chances. Don't wear a seatbelt.
Yeah, don't listen to anything Phil just said.
Nope. Pass.
I'm waiting for Phil to get subpoenaed any moment. Like they're gonna be like, so this guy said he listened to It's Rare podcast, and Phil Rare says that you can shoot somebody lighting a grill.
We should just change the theme song to just be a disclaimer. Like the whole thing's just a disclaimer. Bow, 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 bow.
I want the Magnum PI though.
None of this constitutes legal or financial advice.
Keep your powder dry, again, newbie.
Wow.
Always keep your powder dry.
Can Sean be our any complaints go straight to Sean?
Yes.
Yes, he's
Any
our complaint
complaints
department.
about It's Rare, please send them to Sean Richmond. Just send them to him. He'll take care of any complaints with the show. So
It'll be like, you took that seriously? You are a dumb fuck.
Oh God. Yeah.
It's your fault for listening.
Yeah.
And that's the message I want to leave everybody with today.
Yeah.
It's your fault for listening.
Yeah.
If you do something stupid because somebody tells you to, it's your fault, not theirs.
Anything said on the show, you should contact your lawyer and make sure that it is legal, and don't send us a lawsuit.
Make sure that you get one that's licensed in your state.
Yeah, don't get some weird lawyer online from, I don't know, Lithuania.
And make sure you're talking to somebody that actually knows about that topic. You don't want to be talking to, some like a DUI attorney about like firearm stuff. You want to talk to somebody that deals with firearms.
Just make good choices. That's it.
Yeah, just make good choices. You could start with that.
And if you ever trip while you're walking on a bridge and find a ring, just admit right there.
Babe.
Admit it's an accident. You didn't mean to do it.
And if you ever get shot in the chest with an arrow, call Pat Newby.
Call Newby. He'll make it happen for you. So
we will lay you on your side. Wish.com is not where you should seek legal advice.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah. All right. Well,
So
what a
next week,
podcast.
planning on being live from I don't know the name of it yet.
Oh.
I don't know the
No.
name of it yet. Dave Boyd's new music shop, which will be on Main Street in Penn Yan,
Sweet.
in the old arcade building. The what's it called?
There was an
The
arcade
something
building?
arcade. Well, an arcade wasn't like. I was just learning about this. That arcade wasn't like video. It wasn't like games. An arcade historically was just like a kind of like a mini mall.
Whoa. Okay.
So when you go in there, it's got the hallway. And it's got all the. That's what an
Nice.
arcade is. I
That's
guess.
pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
So-
so knowledgeable, Phil.
I just read this on Facebook, so it might not
Oh,
be
good.
true.
Oh. Well,
And if you see a nun working on Sunday, you all know what to do. So
Nuns don't work on Sundays.
if you
the camera won't change. Thank you, camera.
if you see a nun working on Sunday and she has a lighter in her hand,
Yeah, that's really when you know. All right, everyone.
just
Enjoy your day.
give donations.
See how nice this
Say bless you.
podcast is when Phil doesn't have to deal with us on here. There are such good conversations. I bring it right in the gutter. Sorry, guys.
Bye.
Enjoy.
Bye. Have a great day. Get outside.
Yeah.